you need to take the responsibility to develop yourself and attract success. It will not come to you. And I'm giving you the framework. It happened with me. I was born in South America. I came from a poor family. My grandparents are from India. They came also. From. I had a dream when I was 12. I was so curious. I was so passionate till now to add value to the world, to help create a better world. And a better world starts with you. It starts with your vision. It starts with your value. It starts with your purpose, with your specialization. What is your dominant attribute? What makes you special, unique, and different? Who are your customers? Who are your competitors?
Hello, friends. Today, we are honored to welcome Professor Hubert Rampersad, a global thought leader in sustainable innovation and authentic leadership. Professor Rampersad is widely known for challenging innovation theater and advocating for real purpose-driven innovation ecosystems. He is the founder of the Center of Excellence in Purpose-Driven Innovation Ecosystem in Florida, USA, and currently serves as a full professor in Sustainable Innovation Ecosystem at European International University. He earned his PhD in Innovation Sciences and Industrial Engineering from Delft University of Technology and also holds degree from Eindhoven University of Technology. His doctoral dissertation, Integrated and Simultaneously Designed for Robotic Assembly, was published by John Wiley and Sons. Professor Rampersad is the author of 45 books on innovation, leadership, sustainable AI governance, and change management. His well-known book, Total Performance Scorecard, has been published in 20 languages and includes a foreword by Dorothy Leonard from Harvard Business School. He also has been a guest lecturer at MIT Sloan School of Management, featured in Business Week, and served as a senior innovation coach at ASML, one of the world's leading technology companies. We are truly excited to have him today on AI Research and Learning Nexus platform to share his insights on the purpose-driven personal branding ecosystem. Professor Rampersad, welcome to the show. And this is excellent topic. This is powerful, especially for founders, researchers, and professionals especially in this artificial intelligence era. Professor Rampersad, can you please tell me something about you and yourself, your journey, because our audience wants to know about you and how you reach at this exalted station in life. Please.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share my knowledge and my experience with your audience. Yeah, look, I was born in South America, a small country in Suriname. Was a Dutch colony first, and now it's independent. And when I was 12. I moved to the Netherlands. My parents sent me to the Netherlands to study, and I studied engineering from the lowest till the highest in engineering and robotics and management and innovation. And then I started to write and about these topics. I like sharing knowledge and also I had a dream when I was 12 to become an engineer, and I didn't know what it was. And then I started when I was 20. I wrote it down, my dream, what I wanted to become, and I wanted to add value to the world. I wanted to leave a legacy behind, and it's just all purpose driven, all based on my passion and my values and my obsession to help create a better world. So it all started with that, and then I studied faster because of that. I was so passionate to learn, and I discovered methods for myself to study faster and to attract success. I wrote it down in my personal branding book, which we will discuss today. And all what I wrote there was based on my own experience, and I want to share that with the world via you here today, to let other people experience this. You need to take the responsibility to develop yourself and attract success. It will not come to you, and I'm giving you the framework. It happened with me. I came from a poor family. My grandparents are from India. They came from India, went to Suriname to work as a laborer brought by the Dutch. And so, uh, but I was so curious. I was so passionate till now uh, uh, to add value to the world, to help create a better world. And a better world starts with you. It starts with your vision. It starts with your value. It starts with your purpose. You need to identify that and write it down and make that a reality. And that is what I'm writing about in innovation, in design, in leadership, in corporate governance, in AI development, AI alignment. There are so many mistakes in AI development. If you have stupid developers, AI developers, and unethical AI developers, you will have not unaligned AI systems and you will destroy the world. Responsible AI starts with responsible AI developers, and we
Thank you.
forget that.
Thank you, Professor. So can you please tell me about this, the personal branding ecosystem, what this book is all about and how you develop this framework and what this framework is all about?
Yeah, thank you. It's a very good question. Look, it, I started with the purpose-driven four-box innovation ecosystem. That is my best book at the moment. I wrote 45 books. Part of that model, the four-box uh, innovation ecosystem, it entails many modules. How to design products and AI in a purpose driven way. The purpose driven design ecosystem is part of that big picture. It's part of the AI innovation ecosystem. The second part, another part is designing your life. You need to, it all starts with designing your life.
Mm.
And or purpose-driven authentic governance or purpose-driven personal branding is all about designing your life. That is step number one. The step number two is design innovation, purpose-driven design ecosystem. And then you have the last part. The third part is purpose-driven innovation, product innovation. And one more part, sorry, is purpose driven social innovation. We forget that. There are three types. So the personal branding ecosystem, this, the book which we will discuss today, is part of the first module of the purpose driven innovation ecosystem, namely designing your life, becoming a strong, authentic personal brand, because you need that in the AI development process also to tell your story in a passionate way, to get feedback from customers, clients who will use your AI system. And if you don't tell that story effectively, you will get a wrong feedback and your AI will be not so effective. But most importantly, in the AI, the personal branding ecosystem, it starts with your purpose in life. It
Mm.
starts with consciousness. It starts with awareness about yourself. And if I relate that to your field, AI, your passion is AI, right? The biggest mistake right now in AI development is that the developers of AI, the big companies like Google, Apple, Microsoft, Open AI, they forget that it all starts with the development process. You need to bring embed integrity and consciousness and ethics and creativity and imagination You need to combine these skills in the first step in the AI development process. Otherwise, your AI system will not be aligned. And if it is not aligned, you will create a dangerous world. And these smart people like Sam Altman and Elon Musk, they forget these parts. They forget that they have a responsibility to develop responsible AI. Otherwise, AI will be dangerous.
Mhm.
So, the personal branding ecosystem, which I've launched, the book I launched last week, is very important in the first stage of the AI development process. But not only AI, also for individuals, for students, for leaders, because the world is full of bad, unethical, stupid leaders.
Yeah,
And
right.
also very stupid developers and designers of products, AI, high-tech products.
Mm.
If you don't create that awareness there and of personal innovation there, you will not have effective, successful products.
Thank you. Professor, let's talk about this like personal branding ecosystem. How can one start doing their personal branding ecosystem while working somewhere? If a person is working in some industries, they are bound to do some works and they don't want to do something extra other than their jobs. How can a person start developing their own personal branding working somewhere?
Yeah, it's a very good question.
Okay.
Look, you have one brand for your personal life and your corporate life.
Yes.
And you will not work for the company your whole life.
Hmm.
You are a professional. You are not defined by your job description, by your job function.
Hmm.
Nobody works the whole life for an employer. So if you develop your individual brand strongly based on my concept, not blah blah blah, the one you find in America or Europe, selling yourself and selling even the mother-in-law, or selling a fridge on the North Pole. No, it's all about an inside out approach. It starts with purpose in life. It starts with creativity. It starts with imagination. It starts with integrity. If you develop that and become a strong brand, ethical brand, you will work with, you will reach a higher productivity at that company where you are working. Your employer will be happy and you will work smarter and less time. You will not waste time anymore. What you can realize right now, you don't have a strong brand and you are not aware of these. Also, you spend 8 hours or 7 hours a day. But if you work smarter instead of harder, you will work only 3 hours a day and reach the higher productivity, and your employer will be happy. You will be happy. You have more time to spend with your family and your hobbies, and your productivity will higher, and you will make more money. So everybody happy. But if you don't define a good brand, a strong brand, an ethical brand, and becoming smarter and more creative based on my system, you will be unhappy at work. Your employer will be unhappy. Your performance will be low. You have a lot of stress, burnout, because you need to work harder. But we need to change that. Change starts with you. I've given you the tools in this book. I've given you the authentic framework, a sustainable framework to make yourself happy, make your family happy, make your employer happy, make your country happy. That's it. The only thing you need is guts. You need to have the guts to start today. And you don't need to reinvent the wheel. I have already reinvented for you. You need to have the guts to read that book and apply it. That's all.
Okay, thank you. So can you please tell for our audience what is there in that book and how we can develop like purpose driven this personal branding ecosystem by using your book?
Yeah. The it is. I'm not trying to sell my books.
Mhm.
It's just I'm trying to help in create a better world, and a better world starts with better human beings
Sure,
and smarter people
of course.
and ethical people. So I have developed a 5 stage model. And that model I will discuss now with your audience. And it is very simple. Step number 1, define your purpose statement, your personal purpose statement. And your personal purpose statement entails 3 elements. One is your personal mission in life, your personal vision is how you translate your mission into long-term action strategies. And number 3 in that first stage is define your key roles which you are fulfilling in life, like father, mother, a spouse, a student, a coach, an AI developer. So you need to write it down and define that, because it's not about just writing down, it's about translating that into your personal brand. And what is your personal brand? That is the second stage. The personal brand is is the promise you make to others. It's the perception others have about you in their head. And you need to manage that. But in order to manage that effectively, you need to define that for yourself. How others perceive you, how they think about you. That means you need to define uh, what is your SWOT analysis, what is your specialization, what is your dominant attribute, what makes you special, unique, and different. Who are your customers? Who are your competitors? And you need to have a brand statement. You need to write it down, 50 words with a slogan, and also because that you need to have share a passionate brand story. The brand story is the story you tell about yourself. If somebody asks you, tell me something about you, who are you?
Mhm.
Or if you have developed in the design process of your AI, the first stage is you need to define the problem, and then you need to select the right models, AI models, and then you need to program it, and then you need to get feedback from your customers about your AI system. But if you cannot tell the story effectively, you will not get a good feedback or proper effective feedback. So you need that also in that design of AI defined design process, but also a design process of other products. Okay, so the story, that is the second stage of the model. I've told you I have 5 stages. Stage number 1 is the personal purpose in life. You need to define that, and it has mission, vision, and key roles. Then you have the brand statement. That is stage number 2. Now we go to stage number 3 in that model. You can see it here. I'm giving you the model here. You can see it here. If you check this slide. Now, stage 3 is defining your brand strategy. You need to translate your brand statement and your purpose statement into your brand strategy or your personal innovation strategy. That is a map. And you map that in which your life should be in balance, the perspective, internal, external knowledge and learning, and financial as perspective should be in balance. And then You make it measurable. You measure your life because that map is a measurement of your life to manage yourself like a business with measures and targets and actions. You don't need to wait for your uh, uh, employer or your teacher or your parents or whatever. You only wait for yourself. You need yourself. You don't need anybody else because they give you wrong feedback. They are jealous, maybe. They don't. They hate it if you are better than them.
You're right. Yes.
So why don't you coach yourself with that? But first, in order to coach yourself, you need to define your purpose statement and your brand statement and include it in that and make it a map.
You're
You
right.
need to map yourself.
Mm.
Now we go to step number 4 in that model. You can see it here in the picture. The step number 4 in the model is you need to make it a reality. You need to implement that. You need to cultivate your brand strategy. Otherwise, it's blah, blah, blah. The world is full of blah, blah, blah and cloudy things and bullshitters.
Mm.
You need to change that. Don't waste time with BS people. You need to make it a reality. And that is plan, deploy, act, and challenge cycle. You implement that and improve yourself based on your strategy map. Okay? That is step number 4. Now, with all these 4 steps, you are smart, you are mm, great, right? You have a nice brand, you can tell a good story. But if you are not ethical, you are lying and cheating and raping, your brand will not be sustainable.
Mm.
And everybody forget that. They are selling everything, but they forget that if you are lying and in cheating and have a big ego, your brand or your product or your AI system will not be sustainable. So the last step in that 5-stage model is aligning yourself with your purpose, your life purpose, which you have defined in the first stage. Because by aligning that, your purpose with your action, with your behavior, you will not come in conflict with your conscience. Because if you are in conflict with your conscience, you will not experience inner peace and you will not have integrity and charisma. You will be a liar and a cheater. Yes, just selling yourself, promoting yourself, ego, and that is not sustainable. So the last stage, I have included a methodology to align yourself with your purpose and your brand. In that way, the guy who's working in that company will be smarter, more ethical, more creative, and more successful. He can have a second company, 3 other companies beside his employer because he is not wasting time anymore. I can manage 50 companies because I manage my brains, my life. I know within 1 hour, I can do so many things. But if I don't manage my brand and with these 5 stages, I will not be able to handle 50 different jobs. I will not be able to develop smart products and services. I will be struggling with one job, have headaches, no time for my family, problem with my employer. So that system, a system which I provide you, is make you not only a successful person, but also a happy person. And if you are happy, your family will be happy, and your employer will be happy, and your customers will be happy. Why can't we understand this?
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, Professor. Yeah, my question is that now, in this age of artificial intelligence, now the people are generating the contents instantly and they are putting on everywhere, like in YouTube, and LinkedIn, and they are a kind of creating a fake profile of themselves. How can we differentiate a genuine people and a person, a people person with the fake profile kind of thing in this age?
Yes. Look, especially in this age of individual age, which we are now, and the age of AI
Mm.
and yeah, social media,
Okay.
it is important that your profile and your messages are not only strong, but also real. Because if you put a fake profile there, or tell fake stories, or not interested stories, you will not attract others. If your messages and yourself, if you are not authentic, you can do it 2 months, 3 months, but maybe within 1 year they will see that you don't deliver and that you are fake. So it is sooner or later they will find out. Look, I have a LinkedIn profile. I have more than 15,000. Almost 5 years. I didn't go on LinkedIn. I neglected that. But I have 15, more than 15,000 followers and connections. And because they come back every day, I'm getting maybe 5 to 10 prescribers or connections. Why? Because you cannot lie anymore. People can find out on Google if you are lying and cheating.
Mm.
They find out within 1 week, a few days. Secondly, my content, my posting, my articles are very strong. I'm adding value because of my personal brand. Because one important part of the personal branding ecosystem is you need to add value to others. Otherwise, they will not come back to you. Your content should be new, fresh, innovative, and should add value. If you come with the same bullshit every time, people will not, you will not attract
Mm.
subscribers. You will not attract LinkedIn connections. Now, in the past, you could lie, but not now. Now we can find out immediately. And people, they love to come to respond on my articles because they know I am the only one globally who is delivering a brand new concept which adds values.
Thank you, Professor. My last question, because we are running out of time, that looking ahead after 5 to 10 years, how will this artificial intelligence reshape reputation, authority, and thought leadership in different domains? Your quick thought on this?
Yeah. Look, AI is becoming smarter and smarter
Mm.
and more dangerous every time, every day. So uh, we need to be careful. Uh, if we don't spend time, if we don't focus on strengthening the AI alignment process with ethical, with developing responsible AI, then we are in deep shit. I'm telling you. And we need to be aware of that. Big companies, Apple, Microsoft, Google, they want to make money. They focus on money, but they forget the danger of unresponsible AI. So what I'm bringing to the table is to create awareness and to help develop, design more responsible and smarter AI, but more responsible and more responsibility. More responsible AI means it should comply to the ethical standards. It must. And how do you create that? It starts with the AI developer. If you have unethical, criminal AI developers, you will have responsible AI system, and we need to be aware of that. And this concept, concept of authentic, of purpose-driven personal branding ecosystem is the foundation of responsible AI.
Thank thank you, Professor. And as we close this conversation on the purpose-driven personal branding ecosystems, one thing becomes very clear in an era shaped by AI and rapid technological changes. Your greatest advantage is not automation, it is authenticity. Tools will evolve, platforms will shift, algorithms will change, but purpose remains your anchor. When technology amplifies clarity instead of replacing character, personal branding transforms from self-promotion into meaningful impact. The real question is not how visible you are, but how aligned you are. Let your purpose guide this technology, not the other way around. For our audience, keep watching our channel and for more eye-opening talk like this. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you so much.